Welcome to Trust, Then Know, the Jackie Boy Podcast, a podcast providing education, information, and mostly inspiration that will help you become the best version of yourself. Join host Jackie Boyd for engaging and intriguing conversations. Now, Trust, Then Know, the Jackie Boy.
Hello, and welcome back to the Trust and Know, the Jackie Boy Podcast. Listen, this is our summer series. We are kicking off our summer series of our episodes. I am Jackie Boyd, your host, and I am so glad that we are back together again. Listen, we come on every second and fourth Tuesday of every month, and we are bringing you people who have something to say because we want to bring you information that can help you become the best version of yourself. Education, information, but mostly inspiration to help you be better. And tonight, I'm telling y'all, we have a wonderful guest. And listen, June is Men's Health Month as well as Home Ownership Month. So I'm going to actually bring you 3 episodes this month, and we're going to talk about men's health, and we're going to talk about home ownership. But tonight we're talking about men's health, and I have Mr. Superman here with me tonight, none other than Christopher Allen.
Thank you.
Christopher Allen is the owner and coach of On the Grind Fit, and he is the trainer of Jacksonville. And I say the trainer because he is absolutely amazing. Wow. He just actually had one of his clients to compete that he trained, Evelyn. He called her Sai because she was so good. But Chris worked with her for over about a year, yeah. And she competed and she won. Right.
And she won.
So that's just some of his accolades, and he has a host of clients. And I was one, and I'm actually going to be another one.
We're going to talk about that. We're going through some stuff, right? We're working on it. I get it. It's good.
But seriously, Chris, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Yes.
And we are talking about men's health. June is Men's Health Month. Mm-hmm. And we know that men sometimes, they may wait until things get a little crickety before they decide.
Did you say crickety?
Crickety.
I ain't heard that in so long. Crickety. I got it. Okay.
Before they go and get things checked out.
Sure.
And that's not advisable.
Sure.
It's not advisable. But we do also know that health has no respect of person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Health issues and health crises or health whatever has no respect of person. And you are the epitome of what people say, man, you're healthy, you got the guns going and things happening. But even persons like yourself can have challenges. So we want to dive right into this Men's Health Month. And again, we're bringing this information because we want people to hear something and to be inspired. And hopefully men out there watching can take information that you're going to provide that can help them maybe make sure they are preventing by taking preventive measures that can help them detect things earlier, sooner than later.
Good.
Is that good?
That's good.
Yeah.
Before we do that, though, I want to say congrats. Congrats, man, because I remember when the Jackie Boy Podcast, Trust and Then Know, Jackie Boy Podcast was just a thought. It was just an idea.
It was.
And to see you take that idea and see where you are now is awesome. And so I salute you.
Thank you.
I honor you. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. So
yeah.
So we can talk about anything you want to talk about. So if I let me see, I need tissue or something. I feel like I'm on the Oprah show.
You on the Oprah show?
I feel like it.
The Jackie show.
The Jackie show. Since I don't know what you're gonna ask and pull out, so we're gonna
we're gonna dive.
But I'm open. Let's do it.
Yeah. First of all, we've been friends for a minute.
Yes.
And all of you all out there looking, you can have a host of people around you, but there's not everybody you call a friend.
No.
Okay?
No.
And a friend loves at all times.
Right.
Good, bad, up, down.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, it's Men's Health Month.
Yeah.
Chris, you are a man.
This is facts.
And we're going to talk about men's health.
Yeah.
And you're going to help us understand something that you were challenged with.
Sure.
And I always say to anybody who knows me, it's your story to tell.
Yeah.
So you all might hear something tonight that you didn't even know existed. But I'm going to let Christopher tell his own story, and he's going to inspire others, I know, with that story.
Yeah.
So let's talk about 2 years ago.
So 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 2024.
2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024. 2024.
2024, I go in just on a normal VA routine exam.
Okay.
And I'm fine. I'm in the gym. I'm training. I thank you for saying Superman. I appreciate it. I'm in the gym doing my thing. So I go to this exam, and he says that my PSA numbers for men, it's in the prostate. The PSA numbers are extremely elevated. So I didn't know what that meant because I didn't, as a man, I didn't go and check on those things. And I never heard anything from my biological father about it. I didn't know anything about it. So I began to do my research, and at the particular time, my PSA numbers was somewhere around that 4 range. 4. So he said, we need to keep an eye on this. This was actually in 2024, around, I think it was like April of 2024.
Okay.
And he said that we need to just keep an eye on this and see what's going on. No problem. I'm Superman. We gonna beat this. The numbers is gonna be what the numbers are. I didn't take it too seriously at that particular time, Jackie, to be honest with you. So he tells me we're gonna wait another month and come back. We'll do another exam and see what it was.
Okay.
So May, April, June, I go back. My numbers had elevated even higher. Crazy. It's steadily elevating. So by the end of the year, 2000, going into 2025, my numbers were still high, but we were still trying to just monitor it, basically. So January, February of 2025, my numbers started to just rapidly increase. So now we're talking about what's my decisions are going to be. Because if they go to a particular point, either surgery or radiation. Now I'm gonna beat this. That was my thought process.
Let me ask you.
Sure.
What were you going to beat?
Whatever this thing was that was operating in my system that made those numbers elevate.
Okay.
So I'm changing my diet. I'm doing sour sop, and I'm eating leaves, and people,
Not leaves.
People talking about how you beat this. You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking about that because the numbers are so high, there's a possibility that it could be prostate cancer, but we're gonna see first. So now I'm all on the internet. That's where we get all our information from, right? We Google stuff, right? Sure enough, he calls me back. This happened. I think this was probably when it was like July. July time frame. And my numbers had just elevated. So now I'm sitting around a 6 and a quarter. And he said, I hate to tell you this information, but we've done all the tests. We did the biopsies, and you have prostate cancer. I'm on the phone, Jackie, and it felt like he just took the wind out of my sail. I'm around here. I'm Superman. But in that moment, man, I felt like Clark Kent. I felt like every superpower that I possibly had was gone. I didn't know what to do. I just began to cry. I thought we wasn't going to do all this now. You ain't got me around here. So I done jumped in the shower. That's my place to solid. Water's my spot. So I'm in the shower. I'm just crying, boo-hooing. And I got to tell you, the first person I thought about was you. Right? I said, I got to call my friend. So I'll go in the next couple of days just to have a conversation with the doctor about what's going to happen. He said, you have it. We just don't know
how invasive
it is. So we got to do the PET scan. And so send me down to Gainesville, and we begin to do the PET scan. And I'm nervous. I'm just praying, like, God, please don't let this. Because I know there's so much that God had told me that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Go down to Gainesville. We do the test. A couple of days later, he calls me back. He said, I'm going to give you some good news. I said, what's that? He said, it's isolated in one particular spot. The cancer is there. It's only isolated in one particular area. He said, I advise that we remove the whole prostate, but with that comes a lot of side effects. And see, those side effects is what messes people up, right? It's a soma. You got to do your research, fellas. Do your research. But because we caught it early, there was other options that was available to me.
Okay.
Right? So that's why it's so important, Jackie, that fellas, you go out there and get that test. It's a PSA, check your PSA. It's a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test that we can do, and it will tell you all those numbers. That's not something that they just do automatically. You have to ask for that thing, right? And in the African American community, we are the highest ones. And I don't know why that is. And I've asked my doctors, and no one can seem to give me an answer why it's so high in our community. Could be our diet, could be, it's a plethora of different things. Yeah. But it's a simple test. So I encourage the fellas to go out there and get that test done. But so because it was isolated in one particular area, there was a lot of options that was afforded to me. And I told the doctor, I said, before I make this decision, I need to get a second opinion. I want to know some other options there, just to make sure that when I do make the decision, I'm making the decision based upon I know all of the information. And so, I wanted to get a second opinion. And before I made that final decision whether I was going to do removal or if I was going to do radiation, I wanted to make sure that I got that second opinion, because when I make that decision, I want to be confident in the decision. And Jackie, for those next couple days, week or so, as I begin to pray, seek God's face, I'm at the church, I'm seeking God's face. He led me to a couple people that were experts in this field. So I sat down with a couple doctors here in the city, and I explained my situation, and they told me what they thought. Based upon where that prostate, in the prostate, where the cancer was actually located in the prostate, they gave me their opinion. And so I took their opinion, Jackie, and I began to pray on those things. And that's me and you prayed on these things. And so when I made that decision, and I got peace. And I remember one night, man, I'm waking up in that morning, man, I just had such a peace that God had shared with me that everything that I had lost, He's regaining. And I'm regaining and I'm rebuilding. And one of the things that He shared with me was I'm going to come out bigger and stronger than what I was before. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that meant. Because I always thought I was Superman as it was. I'm like, wait, we finna be bigger and better than that?
A bigger Superman?
Yeah. But I received it.
Yeah.
I received it. And when you and I prayed on it, we gave it to God. I had some other, prayer warriors, just a plethora of folk, some folk that just really stuck by my side. And there were some people that kept in the dark too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to share certain things because you really don't know where it's going to come from, or they're really praying for you. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you don't want everybody praying for you.
Nah. But I knew that this group of individuals, yourself, Antoinette Caldwell, just being prayer warriors for me. Antoinette Neal, just some folk, man, just had me solid. So when I made that decision to go do radiation, I decided I was going to do radiation therapy as opposed to the prostate removal.
Got you.
Now with that radiation therapy, it comes along with scar tissue and things like that, and we may not be able to get it all. But my focus was I knew that God was going to restore me totally. And that was the prayer. Like, we're going to get it all.
Yeah.
Right? So I actually went through radiation treatment. I had 48. Remember that?
I do.
Do you? Man. I mean, we had many, yeah. I had to go through 48 rounds of radiation. And so what they wanted me to do was they wanted me to go as often as I could.
Yeah.
Right? Because we wanted to be able to isolate it. We wanted to be able to remove it, get it all out. So I opted to go every single day.
Every day.
Every day. So I have clients, Jackie. You know, my first clients at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I would literally leave one client at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, go over to the therapy, sit underneath that therapy for that amount of time, go back to the gym.
And that actually was a part of the therapy for
Absolutely.
you. Not just going to the treatment facility,
Sure.
but you staying in that gym. You staying in that gym, staying with your clients, that was therapy for you.
Yeah.
There were times I would see you on your videos and just see you by yourself in the gym. You know what I mean? That offered something to you that I know helped you get through.
Absolutely. That gym was my place of refuge.
Yes.
Because it was, it was going through those treatments, sitting on that machine, understanding what this is possibly doing to my body. My brain, my mind began to play tricks on me.
Yeah.
Remember that song, My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me, back in the day? And so for me to combat these thoughts,
Yes.
I stayed in the gym. Because I remember the promise that God said he was going to do for me.
Yeah.
So my mind, the enemy was trying to attack me here, but my way of overcoming it was, I'm going to the gym. I'm going in. In fact, it was almost to the point where it's like, okay, you going to do this to my body? I'm going to show you. I'm going to go even harder. How about that? How about that? You hurt now? Or you going to do this? I'm going to show you what I'm about to do now. You know what I mean? So, and then for my clients, to be able to go in with my clients every single day, and I will tell you, 99% of them had no idea what was going on. Because if I'm talking about fitness, and the fitness game, it's really a mental game too.
Yeah.
So if I'm talking about how strong mentally you are, it's going to help you physically.
Yeah.
I got to be a product of the project, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be the example.
I have to be the example. There's no excuses, right? Because as soon as I give my clients an excuse, they're going to give me one.
Right.
So no, I went every single day, 48 rounds of radiation, in the gym 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, working out 2 times a day, right? It was therapy for me.
Yes. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so went through those rounds of treatments, came back, had to go through 2 rounds of what we call hormonal treatment because we're going real deep, huh? Okay.
Go deep, bro.
So there's this thing that we have to do. It's called ADT. It's a hormonal treatment for men. The cancer lives inside of the prostate, and so a male's testosterone is what that cancer feeds off of. Can you imagine that? The very thing that I need to operate to be Superman is the very thing that the cancer is saying, thank you, we want more of that.
We want more of that. We got to take that out.
We're going to take this. So now the doctor says we have to put you on hormonal treatment because we got to remove the testosterone out of your body. So therefore, these treatments will be effective because if the cancer has anything to eat off of, they're going to eat it. So we got to strip your body of testosterone. How you tell a man that's Superman in his 50s, we got to remove your testosterone from your body. That's the thing that make you.
That's your Superman power.
That's your Superman power.
Right. Wow.
So now you out here and you got to conjure up. Because there's moments, and you know it. There's moments I called you up and said, what? I can't even get out the bed. I can't, Jack boy, my body is so tired, fatigued. I can't even get out the bed right now. Right? But you got to will yourself. To get up. Put on your smile, wash your face, wash your behind, and get up out that door and go conquer this world. Because that's what you're called to do. In my mind was Jesus could do what he did in that time frame. You tell him you can get out the bed and go work out. And that was the mentality that I had.
Yes.
So I went through that whole process at the gym every single day, working out with my clients 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Jackie boy, I got 15 clients. 6 online clients. How can I tell my clients I'm not going to be able to make it today? They count on me.
Yeah.
They count on me. So I had to make it happen. So did the treatments, had 2 rounds of the hormonal treatment, totally stripping your body of testosterone. Your body's feeling fatigued, weight gain. That's another thing. Weight gain coming up on you. I'm a trainer. I'm a trainer. I'm a trainer and around here blowing up because of the treatments. So now I got to combat that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it from both ends. I got this image of this dude is a trainer. I got to look the part. I got to feel the part. I got to be the part. But I got this other thing that's slowly killing me.
How did you do that? I mean, we know that through Christ, through prayer, you have an innate will. You are that. Is your name James Ellis?
That's your daddy, right?
That's my daddy. I think so. But
we would have been cool. I know we would have been.
But you have an innate ability to persevere. So I know all those things. But talk about how this touch impacted your mental state.
The mental state. That was the biggest part. Because for so long you have this image of yourself. The Bible talks about you having this image of yourself where it was that Superman for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll probably never call myself, but I'm looking at me and be like, okay, Chris Allen, you that dude. you that dude. And for so long, having that ability to conquer these things and to be in this gym and to do what I gotta do, lifting this heavy weight. And when I got that call, mentally, it messed me up. And it messed me up to the point, Jackie boy, that I think I went more inward than outward. And I think at one point you told me, okay, we'll talk about that too. I would love to hear your thoughts about what you saw.
Yeah.
Okay. But excuse me, mentally, it messed me up. Yeah. There was moments of I need to be alone. Yeah. There was moments of let me just get my behind to this beach and just talk with God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I got tons of videos where folk would just see me at the beach, but you had no idea why I'm at the beach. Right. You hear the words that's coming out of my mouth, but you had no idea what's propelling this thing.
Right.
So there was moments at the beach, Jackie boy, that I'd just be crying before I get on camera. And that's where a lot of those messages came from. It was a few moments prior, I was probably just crying, asking God, like, why me?
Yeah.
Like, why me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And folk go through, and I'm not trying to upplay, downplay any of what I went through. Because people go through stuff every single day.
Right.
But in that moment, I was asking God about me.
About you. And it was you and God.
Yes.
That, like you said, you're not trying to take away from anybody else.
Nope.
Make yourself seem bigger or less than or more than. It was you. It was your life in the balance. It was your health in the balance. And you wanted to know, Lord, me.
Yes.
And if you were going to get through it, it had to be an intimate thing between the two, between him and you. It had to be. So we just came from Mental Health Month.
Yes.
May was Mental Health Month. And I know that just, raising a son and, being married and seeing my father, and I understand that men hold things in. They don't let them out. They hold them in. Women, we will talk it out. We people with our girlfriends, eat a gallon of ice cream and talk that thing out.
Sure.
Men will hold it in, and mentally, you can explode like that.
Sure.
And so it can take you down a path that you don't want to go.
I agree.
So just take us through those moments, Chris. I know you said it was messing you up, but talk about how did it mess you up?
Sure.
Like, what did it do to you mentally?
Sure. Because that's not something that you want to just talk about.
Right. Because people say,
what that mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so mentally, it was hearing that I know what the voice of God is telling me.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be good. But also trying to combat what I feel like the enemy is telling you as well.
Right.
And I remember somebody had turned me on to, before I made the decision, one of my good friends, Casey Lomax, out of New York. We served in the military together. He was one of the ones that was actually on the thread. Yeah. So that's what we're going to talk about that too. Yeah. And so Casey had turned me on to this men's group dealing with prostate cancer. And I ain't gonna lie, Jackie, but I used to get on them calls, and some of those calls would make me more depressed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because people are going through some stuff.
Right.
And at that particular time, I hadn't had the the radiation yet. These are things to come.
Yes.
As I'm trying to listen to those stories, I'm like, oh man, am I gonna go through that? So all this information that I was receiving from them on the podcast, the enemy used that to get me.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I actually literally had to stop going on the podcast and listening. And in those moments, I had to lean more into what God was telling me in these moments.
Right.
And so the thing that I had to do for me was I had to get more solitude. I had to be alone, get more alone time. I was trying to seclude myself from, from outside voices. I spent more time at the beach, more time in the Word of God, more time listening to what God was trying to do, more time trying to understand what this was that I was going through.
Right.
But I think it's because you talked about my innate ability to will myself. That I wasn't going to allow this to break me.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to break me.
Gotcha.
Because I had already been broken.
Yeah.
I had already been broken in the past.
Yeah.
Right? So this was a new season, and I'm not going to let that. So for me, this was, okay, this is just one more thing.
One more thing.
This is one more thing that God's going to restore, rebuild. So it's going to be a part of my testimony. Don't know when. I don't know who going to hear it, but who knew in 2024 that in 2026, I'll be sitting on a podcast talking about this story.
Wow.
I didn't know it.
No.
And we don't have an idea who's actually listening
That's right.
to this podcast.
That's right. And who you're helping.
That's who I'm helping.
And who you're blessing.
We don't know.
That's right.
So if we're going to live our life as a vessel that God can pour through,
yes,
so He can impart to other people, that's what we got to do.
That's what we got to do.
And if my thing to hold on to, my burden to carry or whatever was that prostate cancer, who am I?
Right.
Who am I?
Wow.
Who am I?
Wow.
And so I thank God for those moments, man. I thank God for the friendships.
Yeah.
When I was going through I didn't do chemo, I did radiation. When I did the radiation, 48 rounds of it. And I remember when I would leave the radiation, sometimes I would have to call each one of y'all, let y'all know, hey, Jackie, okay, this is what's going on. And Casey, okay, this is what's going on. And I said, I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna create one email. Right. I'm gonna create one group chat. And I had to introduce all y'all. Okay, Jackie, this is my boy Casey. Casey, this is Jackie boy, this is a good friend of mine, Right. So I had to do an introduction of everybody to let everybody know why this person is actually on this thread. Not everybody was on that thread.
Right.
But I knew the people that was on this thread were the people who loved me, the people who cared about me, the people who wanted me to win, who wanted me to succeed, and who wanted me to beat this thing.
Right. That's right.
Like, it was no other option for them.
Right.
It was like, you gonna beat this.
Right.
It wasn't your granddaddy, he passed away up. It wasn't my cousin Leroy. These folk that I had on this thread said, listen, it's okay. We're gonna beat this thing. You're gonna be bigger. You're gonna be better. You're gonna be stronger. This is just a mild thing that we gotta get through. And let's go.
Right.
I knew it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so important when you're going through anything that you have to have. The voices will just, oh my God, you will drown in voices. So you have to be careful of who you let on your front row. Right. You have to make sure that they are praying and they are praying right. And they know Jesus and they know that. Prayer is important because it gives you the avenue, the encouragement, the inspiration to help you keep moving on. It does that. And I'm not going to say but. There's no but, because what I just said is absolutely accurate. You also need information.
Yes.
Some people, they're going to pray their way through. God gives us common sense to use, and He's placed doctors in our path, and He's placed all type of professionals who can help us get the information we need to make the right decisions. And so talk about that, Chris, like, of course, the prayer, the prayer warriors, but your doctors, and I even recommended a doctor to you. The doctors are important, and you getting that information helped you to make the decision you did. Just talk a little bit about information.
Information was key. I had heard of prostate cancer before. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't heard of it? You know what I'm saying? But I really didn't know what it did, where it came from, how it happened. I still don't know. We don't know how it happened. Like, we don't know why you get it.
Right. You know, health crises and health challenges have no respect to person, as I said earlier.
Right.
They are. I mean, sometimes there's some hereditary things or whatever, but the bottom line is your money can't save it
Can't
from
do
you.
it.
Your address can't. Your pedigree can't. Your zip code can't. Your education cannot. It cannot.
Right.
So prevention is the key as much as possible. And that takes us to like how you're eating and your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And you had a pretty healthy lifestyle.
Yes. My lifestyle was good. And you talked about it. It's information was key.
Yes.
It's preventable.
Yeah.
Right? But you gotta know where you are in your health.
Right. So you have to go to
You
doctors.
gotta go to the doctors. So and I can't stress this enough.
Yes.
Fellas, just go get a PSA test. It's a blood test. They gonna stick in your arm, they gonna pull the blood out you, and they gonna test your numbers. That's it.
That's it.
And because when I told the story and I talked about how come the doctor said to me, and thank God for that doctor, over at the VA, thank God for him. Because he's the one that when he looked at my numbers, he asked me one question, do you know what your baseline PSA number is? I said, no, I don't have a, he said, I don't have a clue. He said, okay, well, because we don't know what your baseline is, this first number is going to be a little elevated for me. And based upon the fact that you are African American, and when you put them two things together, let's just keep an eye on this.
Got you.
So now it's on our radar.
Yeah, it's on your radar.
High number. We ain't out the charts.
Right.
I ain't saying you got it yet. I ain't saying we got to do this yet. I ain't saying none of that. All I'm saying is raised high.
Elevated.
Right? It's elevated. Let's go ahead because you are African American.
Right.
Let's just put them two things together and keep an eye on that. I'm around here, I'm in the gym, I'm swagged out, I'm suit wearing, I'm doing my thing. But because that one person said, let's just keep an eye on it.
Let's keep an eye on it. Let's keep an eye
Okay,
on
Doc. Let's keep an eye on it. Kept an eye on that thing, and then the rest was history because of that one person. So I tell the fellas, African American men, that's what I'm speaking to. Not to say that everybody don't have it, but I'm speaking right now to African American men because we are the highest in prostate cancer. Don't know why, don't know how. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All you got to do is go take the test.
Wow.
And what that's going to do for you is it's going to get you a bit. Lo and behold, everything is going to be great with you. That's what we're going to be praying. That when you're going to go and you ain't going to find nothing and your life is going to be good. But at least you're going to know what your baseline number is.
That's right. You're going to know. That's right.
You're going to know. So the next year, when you go back and you get that 6 months, a whole year, whatever you're going to do. I'm doing mine every 6 months, Jackie boy, because like I ain't playing with it. Like,
I know that's right.
They said 6 months, so I'll be back in 3. Why? It ain't nothing on the blood test.
Right.
They ain't got to stick nothing up. You ain't got to probably ain't got to, y'all go through a whole lot more stuff, more evasive stuff. Men, prostate cancer, let's take a little test. But once you go, you're going to get your baseline number. And then when you go back the following year, they're going to know what that number is. If you see any type of elevation in it, you can handle that stuff right then.
Wow.
If it's the same, you already know. We good.
You're good.
We good.
And you know what? Something else that is key. You have to have good doctors.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, doctors, and people say, I don't like
Dr.
doctors.
Whitaker.
I mean, you have to have doctors. You have to have a primary care doctor. Let's not use the emergency rooms as our primary doctors. You have to have a primary, and I know that's a whole beast within itself, the health insurance industry.
Sure.
But, thank God you had the VA benefits or whatever, but you have to find a doctor who you feel comfortable with, who will, give you the right information.
Sure.
That is so key.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah. I want to know from you, though, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I know you got more questions. I'm willing to answer whatever. But tell me about what did you see when we first had that conversation?
Yeah.
Because that was something you shared with me later on. You said you could see the change in me.
Yeah. So when you're around a person and you spend time with the person, you kind of know their rhythm and flow.
Yeah.
And, I knew your rhythm and flow a bit. You
Sure.
know, people just,
We talk every day. We talk every day. We hang. We all that.
So I knew that there was something happening. Mm-hmm. And there are times when I will even, I'd say to you, and to any close friend, some of my girlfriends, hey, I sent something.
You good?
Right, you good?
Used to that.
Yeah,
you
hey,
good?
Is everything okay? We have a conversation, right. I'll send you just like, hey, just an afterthought, I heard something. If we were together, I saw something, you were feeling kind of certain kind of way. So I knew that, and I could see a change. I could see you withdrawing.
Yeah.
I could feel the withdrawal, like, we weren't talking as frequently, like something was actually happening. And a friend loves at all times.
That's good.
A friend loves at all times. You're not just there for the, for the celebratory things, sure, and for the keys. You were there when it ain't no lights, camera, action, when it ain't no Superman.
Yeah.
When there isn't anything phenomenal happening. Yeah. It's just the person. And that's friendship.
That's good.
And so I knew my friend, something was happening.
Yeah. And
so when you began to tell me and express to me exactly what was going on, I think as women and just people, you have to be strong for your people.
Yeah.
But you want your people to know, hey, you ain't got to be Superman.
True.
You don't have to be this image.
Yeah.
You don't have to be this brand. Just be. Just be. So for me, that's what I always want to offer, the safe place.
Yeah.
And just like I told you, for many of you who I'm very close with, you didn't know this from me, you heard it from him.
That's good.
Because it was yours to share.
That's good.
In your time and in your way. Something as personal as this, something as, something as critical as this, it wasn't my place to share.
Sure.
And just like we have a mutual friend, she had something, and I said to you, it was hers to share.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we have to respect people's privacy.
Absolutely.
And in the confidence they have in keeping their personal things personal.
That's good.
So I did see a withdrawal. I did see it. I felt it. I noticed it. And when you care about somebody, you want to know what's happening. You recognize it. You recognize it.
Absolutely. And like I said, during that time when we first discovered what was going on, that feeling of isolation.
Yeah.
You want to be by yourself. Like I needed to hear from God. I needed to make sure that the information that I was getting was the right information.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, one of the things though, and I don't even know if this is one of your questions. One of the things that I feel for me that has done throughout this whole process, was my ability to love people more. Like now, my relationships are so very cherished to me. People that I meet just in a one-on-one encounter, I literally feel like I may never see this person again.
Wow.
Right? And so if I can give this person a hug, if I could just say hello, if I could just share something, if I could just give them a dap, whatever it is, because life is so precious.
So precious and so short.
And short.
And fleeting. It is.
Like you don't know.
You don't know.
People be like, well, I'm going to do that next. How you know that?
Right. That's right.
I got a strong relationship with God. And I know, I don't remember a time he's going to tell me, you're going to be here next week.
Right. That's right. That's right.
I ain't had that kind of.
Right. That's right. That's right.
So I'm trying to figure out what kind of relationship you got that he didn't told you how much time you got.
Right. None of us know. And every moment is a precious moment. Listen, I witnessed this guy not a couple of weeks ago. We went to lunch and he saw someone that, I don't know if he's not a client, but the guy came up and they spoke. He was in the restaurant with his wife. And before I knew it, Superman said, hey, I'm going to pay for your lunch. I'm going to pay for you and your wife's lunch.
Man.
And so the guy thought he was joking. No, he wasn't. Just someone that he saw in the gym. The guy came and gave him dap, and they talked. When you plant seeds like that, man, man, I've seen it. I call you the mayor of Planet Fitness. I've seen it. Man. When you plant those kind of seeds, right? You know beyond a shadow of a doubt, God's promises are true. Man. Things are gonna come back to you tenfold. you keep doing that. And it's not just because, Chris, you have gone through this experience. That's your DNA.
Yeah.
That's just your DNA.
Yeah.
You got to know your people.
You got to know your
He
people.
going to open doors for everybody. He going to pull chairs up for everybody. He going to talk to everybody. You got to know your people.
Man.
That's just who you are.
Wow.
So thank God for that. And God, listen, you are God's chosen son. He loves you.
I appreciate
He loves you. And you are beating this. You have beat it. You know what I mean? And you will continue to, even with some of the setbacks and things, you have done exceptionally well because God's grace has shined on you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
And
you.
I think, and so if you could give our men listening,
Sure.
maybe the top 5 things, not just for prostate issues, but just in general, overall, with you going through this, what would you tell them to make sure they do?
5 things. Wow, man. So many things. Number 1, like I said, go to the doctor. That's the first thing. Just go to the doctor. Go to the doctor.
Get regular checkups.
Get regular checkups. Get regular checkups because things can be operating in your body. You don't even have a clue what's going on. And the only way you're going to know is by going to the doctor.
Right.
And also find you some accountability people. Find you some folk that you can just talk to. You know what I'm saying? Find you a core group of individuals that you can just that you can just share information with.
Right.
You'll be surprised at how many people are going through things silently. Silently. And if they would just had a couple people in their corner that would recognize the shift and the change, you probably could have done some stuff to save them. Yeah. Right?
And let me just put a pin in that, because when I saw your shift and change and you finally told me what was going on, I'm a fixer. Right. I'm in problem solving mode. How are we gonna do this?
Who we doing? Who we need to call?
What doctor you talk to? Oh, well, make sure you call blah blah blah. We did that.
We did that.
That's what's in me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. Yeah.
That's good.
That's why it's important to have those people around you, because you can kiki with 1,000 people, but ain't everybody you can when the rubber hits the road that's going to be right there. So
because some folk will be like, oh, okay,
all right, deuces,
let me know.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But not everybody who says let me know if you need something truly means let me know if you need something. Right. So diet, take care of your diet, fellas. Take care of your diet, man. Eat the right stuff. You can't be eating them collard green hog maws, turkey. Man, listen, some of that stuff is good, occasionally, but that can't be a part of your diet. Right. Also, get to that doggone gym. Get to the gym. And like you talked about earlier, I think the thing, besides my relationship with Christ, the thing that I leaned into was in that gym. In that gym. Because I know that allowed my body to do some things. Because even though my body was tired, I'm fatigued or whatever, I overcame it by being in that gym. Right. And your relationship with Christ, man. Just, wow. Give it, listen. Wow. That right there that should have been my number 1. So if y'all want to reverse it, y'all can't reverse it, because that's the number 1 thing, man. My relationship, your relationship with God. Wow. Yeah. So did you all hear that? And that's for women too, but this is Men's Health Month. Yeah. So we are focusing on our men, but relationship with Christ, be in the gym, or whatever you do. Maybe it's not the gym, but they cycle. Walk, swim, do something. Be active. Yes. So relationship with Christ, be active. Your front row, your people. Who are the people around you? Yep. Making sure you're eating right. Yep. Check your diet and go to the doctors. Absolutely. Go to the doctors. Absolutely. Go to the doctors. That is so incredibly important. So those 5 things: relationship with Christ, be in the gym, go to the doctors, your front row, what people do you have around you, and what are you eating? Yes. Making sure that you are eating the right thing. Facts. Listen, guys, I told you that we are going to bring you people who have something to say, and my friend has so much to say. He had so much to say, and he inspired you. He educated you. He gave you information. That is what's so important. The information you need to make great decisions about your health, about your mental health, your physical health. Seek professional doctors and counselors and whoever you need to help you to be best. This is our temple. We got to take care of it. And again, this is Men's Health Month, but also for my women. We have to take care of our bodies. We have to absolutely do it. So I want to thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Trust and Know, the Jackie Boy Podcast. This was episode 10 of our summer series. We're kicking it off with the Men's Health Month. And we're going to come back next week with
Home Ownership Month, and we're going to end again with Men's Health Month. So we want to make sure you tune in every second and fourth Tuesday of every month. We come on at 7:30 on all your major podcast platforms, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram. We want you to tune in and get the information you need, the education you need, but mostly the inspiration you need to be the best version of yourself. So until next time, take care.
Thank you for listening and watching this episode of Trust, Then Know, the Jackie Boy podcast. We hope this episode has left you informed, intrigued, and inspired to become your best self. Remember to tune in every second and fourth Tuesday of the month and trust, then know.